Yes, people, welcome to NAF. It's a big Sunday. You know, we've got about 1, 2, 3. We got 4 big games on today for all different clubs. And as you can see, the one that's missing right now is the one that dropped points that gives it all the chest lately, which is fair enough. It was in the last minute, but was it like the last second?
Oh no, there's for me,
seconds.
there's 2 missing. Let's be completely.
Let's be real. Let's
keep nice jumper months. I like that. There's 2 people missing. Of course, there is Villa missing, 100%.
And I'm not even joking. I've searched the ways of all Arsenal fans. All of a sudden, a gal can't make it. All of a sudden, Kunle can't be here. You know, all of a sudden, to be fair, I could probably ask Hooks, but I'd rather not because we've already had enough of like Hooks.
Yeah, but Hooks is given. We all know Hooks.
Yeah.
Hooks is very simple. If he doesn't win the quad this season, then Hooks is in the mud. It's that simple.
Not answering his phone. Faze not answering his phone. D, I think he's his way up here, anyways. So,
Olu should be answering because Olu wanted to question a 1-0 win against Southampton and not stay focused on the matter in hand that he's got Liverpool today. But yeah, man. The other one we should have up in here. I know we're only Premier League, but we should have a Real Madrid fan up in here to answer for their fucking crimes.
Will's asleep,
bro. Because man.
Did you watch that game? Did you watch that game yesterday?
Yeah. It was mad, bro.
Oh, you see when Dion come on for the second half? Wow, the game changed.
Bro, game changed. And the mad thing is, the funniest thing is, the fact that Real Madrid's Cass, can you put that on that screen?
Oh yeah, go on.
The maddest thing is that when Real Madrid scored first and Mbappe, bro, they violated Mbappe because they let him celebrate for a good minute and a half in the camera, kissing the badge, doing a whole heap of fuck. He did every celebration he has under the sun, yeah? And then they go, nah, actually, we're not going to give it.
And did you see Rafinha score near the end as well and go?
Yeah.
Bro, the fans.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, that's a bit of Mbappe's first El Clasico, isn't it? At the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Thought he'd scored the winner. Next minute, hold 4. Mad.
Crazy. But Rafinha's been on. He's been different gravy this season.
Yeah. Because he's actually getting to play.
It's true.
That's the thing. If you look at the game time he's had over the last 2 seasons, they've hardly played him. So all of a sudden now they've realised that you can actually play him and Yamal. You just fucking play Rafinha in a different position. And I don't even think Lamar was that good yesterday, by the way. I thought he was a bit.
He was still good. The finish was good. I watched that game, innit?
Finishing was
football one, innit?
Yeah,
football one, innit? Football definitely won.
Yes.
Like, do you know what it is? To see Barcelona field 5 under-21s in an El Clasico and smack these man 4-0 at their own gaff. Football won.
Because they got a super team as well.
Have all exactly. Have all the Galacticos you want.
The Galacticos.
It's not about that. It's about balance. And people need to forget that. People forget that. You realize like the La Liga is Barcelona's thing, innit? The Champions League is Real Madrid's thing. Watch Spanish football.
Certainly in our era.
Last 20 or so years, Barcelona been winning. So people forget that Xavi, who was like made out to be a bum, won the league.
Yeah. Real talk.
People forget this. Cristiano Ronaldo won 2 La Ligas. Like, Ronaldo won 2 La Ligas, right?
Was it 2? I thought he won 3.
It's 2 or 3.
That's mad. Yeah. That's
mad. And Messi win like 6.
Oh yeah, like 6 or 7. Hold on.
Bro, do you know what? When I see that, someone's put they're missing Cruz. I think they are missing Cruz. But do you know who else? Who is it I was saying the other day that's injured for the season?
They're missing Prime Modric as well.
Yeah, but who else is it? They've got an injury.
Courtois.
No.
Tukamani?
Is it Valverde?
Oh no, he's in the team, isn't he?
No, so it's not. We've spoken it the other day. Who's their injured player, Cass? Madrid. It's their fullback. Carvajal. I think they're missing because when you deep it, Cruz is gone. They're missing Carvajal. They're missing like their winners. Do you know what I mean? They're ones that have been there and ddone it. I think now all of a sudden
he has 10.
Who? Messi. Yeah.
That's the GOAT.
Got 10.
But all of a sudden you kind of I don't want to say they haven't got season winners because we're still talking about like they have got winners there, but they haven't got their experience like don't know. All of a sudden, it does seem to be. There's
I'm
not
sorry,
as
bro.
much
It's just a
of
lack
link
of
back
balance.
to- Yeah. Of course, that's there as well.
Yeah.
But
They should be playing, bro. They should be playing Brahim Diaz, bro. Who had not like who was. I know Mbappe's coming, and you have to play Mbappe, but Brahim Diaz was doing the thing for them in a way that it works because he's left-footed. He can play on the right wing. If Rodrigo wants to play through the middle, he can do that. You now have you had a good. Fair enough, they needed a striker, but like you played Bellingham in the false nine, and it worked. Not saying Bellingham's answer in the false nine now, but even Hostel was getting goals here and there. Like these men they played Yamal. Rafinha doesn't even play left wing. This is what I mean about good management. Rafinha doesn't play left wing. These men were like they had a love affair with Nico Williams.
He's quite good on his right foot for him to cut in.
Yeah,
as well.
he's better than I thought he was.
If he wasn't taking on his better
foot
to cut in for Lewandowski, like Lewandowski got for the header. I don't know if it was Rafinha again, but he gives that options though, doesn't it, for Lewandowski to.
Well, Lewandowski showed Mbappe how to be a striker as well.
Yes, he did.
And it's funny because Lewandowski even missed a few. Like he could have had 4. You could have had 3 or 4. And it's mad because Real Madrid they done the Arsenal thing. They played the plus size midfield. They done the fridge back. No, bro. Tchouaméni, Valverde, Camavinga, Bellingham as a flat 4 in midfield. That is,
you know what?
stinky.
I just see someone in the comments who's very true. Yeah, Mbappe's not even a striker; he's a winger.
Yeah, he is. He's
a left winger, but Vinny's there, isn't it?
but
That's why, bro. Mbappe should have gone to Barcelona. Mbappe should have gone Barcelona.
Yeah,
when they needed a left winger.
Yeah,
but Barcelona obviously they're broke, innit?
Yeah, but Mbappe wanted to pick his dream club in the end, didn't he? He wasn't really. He never had another team in his fault apart from Real Madrid. That was it.
Yeah, no, never.
But look at Barcelona's 11, bro. Outside of Lewandowski, Rafinha, and in fact, that's it. I'll be honest. I know Yamal's a name, but I'm not hearing it. Yamal's 17.
No, but let's deep it. Let's really deep it. You're saying, yeah, we're talking about Bellingham, we're talking about Vinicius, we're talking about Mbappe, right? And then
super team.
Then we've jumped over to Barcelona, and you're going, the only big names they have is Rafinha. Bro, come on. Rafinha.
Cooking, though.
And Lewandowski's like, let's be honest, he's still very, very good. But
did he get braced? Did he get braced yesterday?
He got two.
I didn't get to watch
he should have had more. He missed another open goal. I was doing
Shisha, yeah, and I was thinking like, yeah, they said, I'm like, so have you got the gate? Can you put the game on? They said, yeah, we're all good. Bro, man's got a fire stick.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah,
How do you mean? From you said you're having
freezing.
shisha, I know what type of establishment you're at. Of course they've got a fucking fire stick. Bro, do you know how much it is for one of them spots? Do you know how much it is a month for one of them spots to be able to legally play fucking football, bro? It's about £9 a month.
Bro,
a shisha lounge is not fucking paying that.
If you're gonna get a Sabacco's like £40 a thing, and there's bare Sabacco shishas going about. Yeah, if you wanted a more powerful one, they're making that bread.
Oh yeah, bro. But that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not questioning whether they're making the bread. I'm saying I know the type of establishment you're at, and I'm telling you they ain't spending the bread. No way.
Yeah, and also the other one is just what was I gonna say as well? Yeah, I didn't really get to watch the game yesterday, but I only got to see up till half time when it was freezing itself, and it was just 0-0 at that point.
Yeah. Bro, and then Real Madrid scored first, and Mbappe celebrated a whole heap, and then Barcelona fucking like sorry, what's your cousin's name? Your other cousin's name?
Rick?
Yeah, Rick. Yeah,
they're brothers.
I know.
It's called them the Dodgy Brothers.
Nah, bro, I can't be calling him the dodgy brother when that guy literally thinks he's the white Stevie Wonder.
I swear down, you literally wear sunglasses in streams.
Who, me?
I've seen you wear them before.
You have. Guess why? Because they're prescription. Roo.
Oh, yeah. So, by the way, look, here's an opportunity. Whoever supports Arsenal in the chat that's got balls to come up here and go against Mons, right? And the panel, then...
Yeah.
Put your name in the hat in the chat right now. You get an opportunity to come up and showcase if you're confident.
Yeah. Is there any Arsenal fans watching this? Yeah. And there will be, because I'm sure you're in the comments. If I say you must today, you'll probably say, why must we or something, right? But any Arsenal fan in the comments that want to jump on, because we need an Arsenal representative, because listen, today is fucking D-Day. Like D-Day for you, man. Is there anyone that's willing to talk the talk? And by the way, another thing. Today, everyone avoid Houston because there is going to be punch-ups galore. Do you know who's in the capital today? Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea,
Newcastle.
West Ham, United, Palace. Who have Palace got?
That's the El Sacrifice.
Yeah. Bro, literally, London has every club in there today. Like, going to boot off mad amounts. But
what's your score predictions for all? Not score, but who do you think's going to win today out of all the clubs playing? So out of Chelsea, Newcastle.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will walk away with that comfortable.
Yeah, I think Chelsea wins that.
But Palace, Tottenham. Tottenham should win. Me personally, they should win, but.
Yeah, I think Tottenham win. I think Tottenham pack.
Yeah, but the only thing is, Palace is still desperate for a win, so I feel like they're going to play everything they can to get a win today.
Bro, so Ipswich.
True. Like Ipswich, you know what? They're not doing bad. Ipswich, they're just not getting the final result. I feel like they've been playing all right.
Bro, they were 2-0 up yesterday as well. What was the score in there? Was it 3-3? It was, wasn't it?
4-3.
Oh shit! 4-3 last minute penalty. Yeah.
Who was that for? Ipswich.
Ipswich was Brentford, wasn't it?
Oh no, there was another guy at the end. I don't know.
That was the Brighton game, wasn't it?
No. What's it called? Scored a penalty for Brentford, didn't he? In the last minute.
It was 3-2. Then it went 3-3. Then it went 4-3 at the very, very end.
What? There was a fucking hell. Yeah, that
Burma scored twice, innit? He scored again.
He scored twice. He scored. He got a brace.
So his second one was a brace. His first one was a penalty, right? Second one was
West Ham, Man United.
Whatever Ten Hag wants, I'm there, man.
It's a win. That one's a win-win, isn't it? Literally, it's a West Ham win, and
Well, Sam, what do you want it to be? Obviously, Man United win.
Me, I want to take the 3 points after someone's going to mess up. I'm embarrassing someone today. Like someone by next week, no joke, it could be embarrassing. So I don't really care. You know what? I would rather get the 3 points, but if not, I'm in a win-win situation, innit?
You're in a lose-lose situation. Let's call it a win-win.
I'm shameless for a week, or there's more pressure on this man to go in it. So,
bro, you say it's a lose-lose for you.
Why?
Because if you lose, you lose. If you win, you lose. So it's a lose-lose.
All right. If you're going to talk about it differently, I'm in a win-win situation. Even if you do lose, I'm still winning. There's a positive in everything.
Listen, I don't know, man. I always look at games like this and think, yeah, United will somehow get it done. But bro, because West Ham have looked bad this season, really fucking bad.
They've looked terrible. Man.
Yeah, really
they
bad.
Looked terrible. So, when we played them last week, wow.
Yeah, they've looked bad all season. And then the last one, the big one, I reckon it could be a draw, but
can I be real? With all the injuries and the people suspended that Arsenal got, I think Liverpool are walking in Emirates and taking 3 points.
That's what
because they ain't got a lot of people, have they? They ain't got no.
Do you know what it is?
Odegaard, Saliba. There's someone else.
Hear it. I fully hear it. Yeah. I mean, there's a fact that Saka could even be being played slightly not fully fit as well, potentially. Because look, if Saka is saying I'm up for it, Gaffer, he's playing. Like Arteta is starting him 100%. I just think that because of how big this is for Arsenal, I think they might get a point out of it. Because I'll be real, if Arsenal lose this year, it's meltdown season in that fan base.
Yeah, it'll be back-to-back losses for them, isn't it? They're going to
meltdown season, and the fact it's to Liverpool as well. I want an Arsenal win because because I think long term over this season, at the moment, and like I said on the show yesterday, that this could be recency bias, but I'm going to go with recency bias at the moment. I think Liverpool pushes further than Arsenal do this season. So,
Liverpool. Yeah, I don't see Liverpool. I just don't see Liverpool dropping points anytime soon.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm looking at the moment. Whereas, like all of a sudden, Arsenal just. I
think the best outcome for like someone like me and you could be a draw.
Whoa! Pardon?
The best outcome could be
No. But did you do a me and you?
Yeah, because I'm Tottenham, you're Man City. Well,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Bob.
Come on, man.
Me and you, bro.
Yeah, man.
There's a difference between me and you.
know
I think
what?
Eminem
I'm
said
gonna
it.
say
There's a
it here-
difference between me and you,
I'm going to say it
bro.
here live. I feel like Tottenham are going to go on a good 10, 15 win streak.
15.
All competitions.
Yeah, Deji said the same, right? You do realise you've got us at the Etihad soon.
No problem.
No, okay. Well, I can't believe you did. Yeah, I think us and you need this. Are you in the title race, bro?
Nah, it's too early to say so, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can't knock it.
No, no, it's not. I'm in the title race. Sorry, Monks, I'm borrowing that today. I'm borrowing the woof today. I'm borrowing it.
Who we got next? So we got. I think it's Aston Villa.
Just shout me out.
Have we got you on Wednesday? Have we got you on? Have we got you on? Is Carabao this week?
I think
it's Carabao this week. We've got you in the Carabao this week, actually.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, it is because I've got Brighton back to back because I've got them in a cup in the league.
Yeah,
when's that Wednesday?
Newcastle.
Yeah, it's at your gaff as well. You could win that. Yeah. You might win that one. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I think, bro, Brighton, bro. You see Danny Welbeck here, his team, different, man. He's moving.
This is why I said, yeah, when I'm taking Danny Welbeck over Kai Havertz at striker, and then everyone laughed at me. Danny Welbeck, proper striker.
He is a proper striker, but Kai Havertz is still doing this thing.
I know he's still doing all right this season. I don't think he's better than Danny Welbeck if we're in the middle. Not a chance. Put Danny Welbeck in that Arsenal team, he's doing the same, if not better, in my opinion, at least.
Do you know what? I actually see what you're saying. Havertz is a lot more techie than Danny Welbeck, though. Let's be clear. I think Welbeck's just mad. His career is just mad interesting, yeah. That he's gone to fucking, he's never been a techie player. He's gone to Brighton, and Brighton, who play good technical football, he's just got his role perfectly and just played to his role perfectly. And he's had a good career at Brighton, isn't it?
He's one of those players that just really, as he got older, he just gets better and better.
Yeah.
And now you could even say he's in the prime of his career. How old is Danny Welbeck now?
Gotta be 32.
Yeah, at least,
Minimum.
He's been around for a minute, man. I remember when the whole that guy Welbs thing was popping, and he was a bit of like a joke a little bit. But then that move to Brighton, man, he's bagging. He's a good striker, man. People got to put some respect on his name.
How many goals he got this season so far? He's got up there, isn't he?
I could probably check. It's got to be at least 5, surely. He scored in quite a few games.
It's not even just his goals, though. I think he works for fucking. It's a bit like Havertz for Arsenal, a bit that even if you take Havertz goals away. I remember when we played Arsenal last season and Havertz just got the role he had to play, which is a handball game. So there's and same with Welbeck, it's not always his goals. It's also the fact that he just works in that Brighton system. So, but yeah, anyway, listen, Monts, are you confident?
No, bro. I wouldn't say I'm confident, confident, bro. Confident is a big word, bro. Because I wasn't confident about Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? I just thought we'd get the win. It's a similar thing. I'm not confident, but I think we get the win. I think there's a middle ground. I think obviously Timber and Saka have been rumored to be in the squad, innit? So obviously that it's always going to be a hard game. I just think Liverpool walk away with the dub, man. I think we've got enough to beat them. And I think it's as simple as that. Don't get me wrong. We're the favourites. I think we're the favourites just because for obvious reasons, don't need to go into it. But the ramifications are worse for them. So it makes up for a good spectacle. That's the way I say it. So I'm still sticking with my 3-1, with my 3-1 prediction. And it's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one because I think that with Saka, do you know what it is? You can never write off Arsenal completely in it. I think a lot of people are writing them off. I haven't written them off. I think I'm gonna win, but I'm not writing them off. You know what I'm saying? I just think the ramifications for them if they lose or draw is mad. Points wise, just on the table wise, it's just mad for them.
I think Arsenal
I'm not saying it's not
defensively today.
Yeah, it's not mad. It's
I
mad
don't think
for
they
me
should,
if I lose. it is mad for me if I lose, but I actually have.
It's not mad for you, bro. It's not mad for you if you lose.
That's what I was gonna say. We play City in 3 weeks' time, so we actually have a chance to take those points back off you. You know what I'm saying?
It's away from home. It's away from home as well. Like it's away from home. I'm sorry, losing an away game for me is never like it. Of course, it has ramifications, but losing away from home against one of your title rivals, I'd never say it's mad because like. Especially when you've got the second game. Like, that's why I think Arsenal's point at the Etihad was a good point, because now we're the ones that have to go to their ground at the back end of the season. But I just think what you said there about Arsenal playing defensively, I feel like this Liverpool team at the moment, yeah, I think we're all trying to work out the best way to play against them because it's not the Liverpool of old, right? They're far more patient. And this is a thing where I think this isn't a good thing for Arsenal. Because Liverpool today, this new look Liverpool, style-wise, can go to the Emirates, and the Emirates is already nervous, yeah? And any Arsenal fan in the comments that goes, we're not nervous, 3-point bullshit, right? Hooks is the most confident Arsenal fan. I can see through it. He ain't that confident today. No Arsenal fan is confident today. So that Emirates is going to be a bit today. Now, when you play in these type of games, if you can stop the home team from scoring for the first 25 minutes, frustrate them. I remember when we went to Anfield once, yeah, one of the times where we did manage to get a point. And for me, a point at Anfield's a great result. And we went there, and the first 25 minutes, every time we got the ball, you'd see the player start going forward, then actually go, hold on, stop, and just pass it backwards. And Anfield just getting quieter and quieter and quieter. And this Liverpool, with their patience, yeah, they can do that at the Emirates today. And all of a sudden, by 30 minutes, you're going to be able to hear a pin drop. You'll be able to hear You'll Never Walk Alone. And you won't be able to hear No North London Forever. And then all of a sudden, like one mistake, and that's the other thing with Liverpool. All Arsenal need to do is make one mistake and Liverpool would be in on them. But I think this has been a big...
Can I be honest? I don't think we should count out Arsenal like that. Arsenal still have a great team going forward into this match, I believe.
Did you see him on Tuesday?
Did
you see him going forward on
was
Tuesday?
a bit, but they still somehow, you know what I mean? They still got the win in the end. So
yeah. I'm still saying Arsenal are going to be in the title race. I'm not saying Arsenal. I just think at the moment they're very, very fragile. And I was about to say then, I think this last 3-4 days, Arteta. It will come out after the game. Arteta will have done some weird shit, right, to try and motivate these players. So, bro, 100%, he will have done something bizarre. I have found out about a lemon thing yesterday when they played us that apparently gave them all lemons and was getting them all to squeeze lemons to see how much juice, like that was their thing. So he will have done something, but he will have had to really get them up for this game because, look, they need to... It's almost like Arsenal needed a bit of a reset button with their confidence and whatever, I feel. Look, if Saka's back in there, I think once you've spoken, if Saka's back in there, then anything can happen, innit? That's the thing. Like
because we got to put respect on his name. Obviously, we know he's the hitter for Arsenal right now. Obviously, don't get me wrong. As much as I think Martinelli's a scrub, he loves to turn up against Liverpool, so there's another threat there. But I feel like with Mo Salah and the way he's performing in big games right now, it can't be ignored, innit? You can't ignore what he's doing in big games. And I think he's normalizing it to the point where people go, we've got 2GA in a big six clash. Yeah, all right. Like people just all right, like yeah, we know kind of thing. Like he's normalizing things that aren't normal. So I think if he can carry on that streak, I think Virgil van Dijk has another big opportunity to prove because he had a clanger last week with Alisson. They both had a clanger at the Emirates when we lost 3-1. When the game was finally starting to open up after they battered us for the first half. The game's finally starting to open up and then it goes 2-1 down and then, you know, we're chasing the game from there. I think with Konate and Van Dijk playing the way they've been playing, they need to now prove that against one of the world's best in defense in Arsenal's. They're missing Saliba and this is the chance to strike. I just don't think there's an excuse for us not to impose ourselves. Even if we sit back and catch them on the counter, we see in games like this.
It's Calafiori as well, sorry.
Yeah, but Calafiori is crap defensively. Salah would have killed him. So, he
might be playing today, you know.
He's not.
Calafiori.
You know what it is? Calafiori is not crap defensively. I just think. Let me be more objective with this one. I think he's not adapted to the left back position in the Premier League because defensively in his league he was very good defensively in his league, in my opinion. From what I saw, not saying I watched him game week in
From
week
what
out.
I've heard, whenever I watched him, he said he was cold.
Yeah, whenever I've watched him, defensively was never the thing that I'd look at and go, oh yeah, you're not very that was never his shortcoming.
Yeah.
So I think, remember, he is naturally a centre back by trade, and not everyone is Vardio and can just look utterly insane at left back while being a centre back. You see what I'm saying? So I just think the Calafiori thing might play into Arsenal's hands and be a good thing that he's not playing for them. I'm just saying that defensively, whoever they're going to replace with Saliba is going to be a massive, like, Arteta's he's had a massive job on his hands choosing who he's going to choose for this defense, because we don't have Jota. So he might have set up for someone to kind of deal with Jota the way maybe he drops it and does what he does. Now he kind of has to go, cool, what's Nunes going to do? And by the way, Nunes doesn't know what he's going to do. Even Nunes don't know what he's going to do. He don't know nothing, fam. I don't know. You think, if you say I don't know what he's going to do, he knows nothing. Like, Nunes decides what he's going to do
on the spot
in the future when it's already been done. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. As I said, the one fear I have, there's any fear I have going into the game, it's Szoboszlai and Nunes being it. No, I'm talking about for my team. It's Szoboszlai and Nunes being in the same team.
Do you not reckon he gets dropped today? I think Szoboszlai might get dropped today, You
think Jones?
But do you reckon he's...
Well, I think that's the one. So. Yeah.
I think he does.
With Slot now, I think after last weekend, you know what, yeah? Seems like a manager that is not, bro, the way he keeps, I'm going to say dragging, but I'm not going to say dragging. I'm going to use context. The way he keeps substituting Trent, tells me this guy will do what he thinks is best to get the W, right? He's not going to be like, oh, and again, last week, the fact didn't play McAllister, whereas probably with against Chelsea, most of us would have said, oh, McAllister should start. I think he'll go with whatever. So I wouldn't guarantee.
I think he might play the same team as he did last week.
I think McAllister will be in there. No, I think McAllister will be in there. Will be in there. Yeah. But do you know the other one that's at Mons? I know there's Liverpool haven't got Alisson, but I'm not going to lie. After we saw him last season plenty, but Kelleher last couple of games has been fucking solid as hell for you as well. Against Leipzig, he was very good. Yeah. So
he was very good.
I don't think that's
he's not Alisson, but I think one reason people don't look at our injuries in certain positions, by the way that people look at Arsenal's injuries is because we've got adequate backup in certain positions. Like, if Gravenberch got injured, then I'm screaming, I'm screaming life jacket in it. I'm screaming, dash me a life. I need, what's the thing they dash people with the you're like you can't swim. Dash me one of those in it. But if it's someone like Alisson who actually does get injured, Kelleher racks up appearances for Liverpool. That's why I feel like he's been okay with being a number 2 up until now.
Same as Ortega at City.
What's his age? How old is he?
Kelleher's like 23. Is he 23?
He's still that young. He's been around for years already. He must have come.
He come from the academy, innit?
Yeah. So when Alisson goes, what do you think he'll step up, or do you think you'll buy a replacement?
They've already bought a replacement.
They've already bought a replacement. So. Yeah, no, he's 25. Actually, do you know what? He's 25 now. He's 25. I'm wrong. He's 25. He's 25.
Well, we've been having this conversation. Me and Cass have been having this conversation a little bit. That like Kelleher, I feel like this could be his last season at Liverpool.
No, it will be his last season.
Yeah,
it will be.
Yeah,
like, it will,
because he's performing at a point where
these Irish man, they don't fuck around, bro. Innit? Like, they don't fuck around. I'm telling you, these man, they'll say it how it is, bro. He sat there in the presser like, yeah, man, like what? Stuff
do the accent. No, do the accent.
I'm not doing Irish accent, bro. I'm not doing Irish accent. I can't. That's one. I could do accents, but not that one. But he was just chilling,
potato.
Bro, he was just chilling, saying. He just said it how it is and was like, yeah, the club rejected bids for me. I do want to be the number 1. I'm not here to be like, he just said it how it is.
Yeah,
you know, and that's not really Liverpool. Like, but the club love him to bits. He's an academy player. sorry, he's from the academy, and whatever we get for him will be profit. But I think genuinely, I was more happy for Alisson to kind of see out his time, and then for Kelleher to step in and be the number one. But then we've actually gone on board another keeper. So
Yeah.
Mamardashvili's not going to come in wanting to be the number 3. Kelleher's not going to sit there and be the number 3. And Alisson's obviously going to be the number 1. It would only take Alisson to leave for then it maybe to be a toss-up between Kelleher and Mamardashvili. So,
VD, what you saying?
you know what I'm saying?
What?
You having him?
Oh, nah, man. Sanchez is better, innit? Sanchez is clearly better, innit? Sanchez is clearly better, innit?
Wait, all right, you're not Stevie Wonder, you're a comedian.
Oh, he's clearly better, innit? Listen, we got Jorgensen as well. Don't sleep on Jorgensen. And Kepa's on loan, I think, so
What?
taking him as well.
What? All of them over Kelleher?
Yeah, all of
You're
them.
taking Kepa over Kelleher?
not Kepa, not Kepa.
That was the joke.
Bro, you'd probably more chance taking Kipper than you have Kepa. I'm not going to lie. Anyway,
I was gonna say this. I'm gonna provide another scenario. So there's rumors of Alisson potentially going at the end of next season, right? Potentially, but more than likely in 2 seasons. Potentially in 2 seasons, not this season, the season after, yeah. Because Mamardashvili is gonna come in. Who says that if Alisson in 2 years decides he wants to do something different, and in that 2 seasons, Kelleher takes over as number 1 while him and Mamardashvili battle out anyways?
what, for number 2?
Well, no, for number 1, because Alisson's gonna go at some point. Right? It's not like Kelleher's
Kelleher's this
Kelleher's
summer,
great
bro.
age.
Kelleher's thing is this summer, bro.
Is it this summer, you reckon?
This summer, bro. Yeah, this summer.
Yeah, because you deep it.
A decision, bro. We can't have 3 keepers that are number 1
Yeah.
quality. Something's got to give.
And he went back now.
I
He
don't think
played
Alisson will
plenty
sign.
of games. He played plenty of games last year. Played plenty of games last season. He's playing plenty of games this season. Yeah, he's got more than enough.
Yeah, bro.
be
The thing is, the one
getting
thing that
13
that
goals.
Slot's kind of taken over Klopp's sort of selection in the cup. So he's trusted Kelleher as the cup keepers, in it. So
Yeah.
Carabao FA, that's his thing, in it. Like even in the finals, he gets trusted with that. And Alisson is an injury-prone keeper anyway. So if you actually look at Kelleher's game time, it's not actually that of a number 2, where you barely see anything. He actually
Like
plays more
Christo,
than he gets mad minutes, bro. If you just look at his statistics, he gets a lot of minutes in it for number 2. But I think the difference is that, bro, if you're number 2 who is close to being that number 1, maybe let's say a couple of years, but you're now 25 going 26, you're from the academy, and these man bring in Mamardashvili,
Yeah,
you're kind of looking at it going, well, is the writing on the wall?
yeah,
'Cause that's
bro.
what it
It's the
looks
same
like.
as. Do you know what Ortega's just came out and said? Because obviously after the end of last season and whatever, Ortega's come out and said about with City that like because people were saying, oh, he's going to go. People were saying he might even push for a move in January, but he came out in last international break in an interview with a German magazine and said, I played something like 35 games last season for City or something like that. And that is not second goalkeeper numbers. So I'm more than happy where I am. But if City were to go and bring in a, I don't know, a Diogo Costa or something, yeah, then fucking Ortega's going to go in it. He's going to go 100%. Yeah, I know what that I am never going to be first choice for this club. So I don't know, man. But I think Kelleher is a very, very good choice. Cass, we found a couple of. I think we found a Arsenal fan.
Yeah, we got an Arsenal fan comment on. He had a very good heated debate on Thursday. This says Barca only had 1 Champions League until 2005. You know, Barca is a modern day success story similar to Liverpool in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's true. But we
Is
weren't.
that true?
Hold on.
One.
Hold on. But did they
One.
say? Yeah, but they're saying You know when people don't listen to the conversation, yeah? Because Mont said, right, and I presume, by the way, I'm only presuming you're going back to the way we were talking on Barca. Mont's quite clearly said the Champions League is Real Madrid's thing. La Liga in our era is very much a Barcelona thing. That's literally what we said. We agree, bro. When it comes to heritage, yeah, we understand it's Real Madrid, in it. Like it's Champions League and even La Liga. Like we can't play down in other eras, Real Madrid, La Liga. But in our lifetime, it's been a Barcelona thing. It has been a Barcelona thing, 100%.
You know what else is a thing? Look, there is 928 of you. There's lots of mods trying to remind people. Big up to the new mods, Sky and Blues Empire as well. They said they're going to provide loyalty. They said they're going to be here every single stream. They're going to run consistent lights because some of the other mods, your job is on the line. Do you understand? We like you. Your loyalty
Mods
is
are the most
unparalleled.
important, underrated. Mods are the most underrated. People in YouTube.
By the way, that hoodie is dope. But what's it called?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I can't actually kind of stop looking at it. But I'm just saying this year, too bad it's blue and not in red in it. It looks like you look like a City fan right now. But like I said, some of you
what is it though, Mons? What is it?
VF, you know, he's Vision Family.
Oh, is it Vision Family? Oh,
Yeah,
cold.
My name on it. It's lit, innit?
Cold. It's very cold.
Guna, by the way, just a disclaimer. Guna Lee will be on later. We had to.
What he is?
Yeah, we had to pull a couple strings, but he said, I've got a few words for Monts. That's what he said to me specifically on the phone.
Right. See, when Lee does this, yeah, he's saying
He didn't have no words when they lost 2-0. He didn't have no words to him when they lost 2-0.
How is he going to say
he was on a flight to New York.
Before you play them?
He has data roaming, Cass. He has data roaming. I don't want to hear that.
Bro, man's got yards. Man's got multiple yards across London, and man are trying to say he can't use his phone abroad,
as he says on stream as well. But yeah, look, please look. There's loads of you in here. I kind of just want to start breaking little ducks and stuff. We get like 300 likes a stream. Then big up to the people that watch it back. They always provide the extras as well. But you lot, man, come on, man. As a community, like if trying to talk to you lot in the comments and all this stuff, like smash that like button, man. Like anyone is free, even if you're a new subscriber. This is what we do, man. It's a no one can chat shit in our comment section because you just get booted out, man. So don't feel afraid that you can't get involved. Even if you want to say hello, I'll talk to you. That's why when you see me looking like this, because I'm looking at the chat while these lot talk. So do smash the like button and big up to all of you, man. And also remember, look, this is Rick's second time on stream as well. He's a Tottenham fan, so talk to him like he's dirt. It's allowed.
Nah, Spurs fans actually get mudded on this platform, you know. I swear down every single time there's someone on, they just get bullied.
Not enough. Right, bro. I am literally, when I get a minute, I'm making a form. Yeah, a form where teams have to apply to be seen as one of the top 6. Right. And there's going to be tick boxes, right? And when people go, but you have to have hit certain things to warrant being in that top 6. And I'm thinking, I don't know if Tottenham warrant being in that top 6 no more. Because they keep being invited to the disco, right? Imagine that you're one of the nerdy you're one of them nerdy kids at school, yeah? One of them that never gets invited to any of the functions, any of the parties. You get invited to the disco because you really like dancing. So you get invited to the disco and then you sit in the corner and don't get up and dance once. That's where I feel like Tottenham are now. They've like, it's time for other people to get the chance because Tottenham have been given the chance. And unfortunately, until they get rid of Daniel Levy, they don't want to take the chance. Bro, meanwhile, you're doing some mad stuff with your camera. What's going on there?
About Tottenham.
You know what? It's my camera. Every time I move.
Oh, you got one of them sick ones. I thought it was doing that.
Yeah, like every time I move, it'll follow me.
You know it is a Tottenham for me, Rich. Like I'm not gonna lie, of late, you lot actually, considering last season, you lot are not conceding as many goals as we thought. If we actually go off the stats and stuff, you not ain't actually been that bad recently. I mean,
one goal less than, isn't it? One goal less than the mighty best defense in the league, Arsenal's.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? It's like, as much as I want to crash it on you lot, and I think you're gonna smash up Palace today, you lot are actually doing something. At the moment, I think Postecoglou is kind of. I don't know about what the comments think, but I feel like he's kind of turned it around that little bit, you know.
Yeah, I feel like Big Ange is I feel like Big Ange just needs a little, you know what I mean, more time to adapt. You know what I mean? But the only thing with Big Ange, he has plan A, and that's it. There's no backup plan, nothing. You know what I mean? It's high line, and that's it. If it ain't working, then we're gonna end up losing. But,
yeah.
But I believe Ange is gonna win us something this year. Regardless if it's Europa, Carabao, or FA Cup or whatever, I think like Tottenham are walking away with a trophy this season.
Hey, listen, if you don't win the Europa League before Arsenal, and listen, Arsenal had their fair chances they had their fair few shots at it. If you don't win it before Arsenal, phase 4 of the Project Arsenal, that's going to be embarrassing. That's going to be hella.
Big up
hella
Martian, by the way, man. Big up for yourselves, man.
I think you do. By the way, I actually do think there's a good chance that you knock us out of the Carabao on Tuesday or Wednesday. Whenever
Well, I feel like we got the favourites because it's like, but you can't just say that because you knocked us out of the same cup in our stadium.
No, it's the FA Cup last year.
Is it the FA Cup?
No, it's the FA
I
Cup.
feel like I need to split you.
I noticed last season, like obviously no discredit to the Carabao. We've done our thing where we fucking won it 4 years in a row, but I feel like now where Pep is very much like the league is tougher, I feel at the moment than back then. And then we're really trying to go far in the Champions League. We take the FA Cup series. I think, especially with the congestion and whatever, I think you're going to see
what a Plan B City.
I think you're going to see a rotating City.
Are you two are gaining a little rivalry? I've clocked a little famous rivalry in it because you both are famous. You know what? We're not because it's looking like Rosa Parks.
I just said, hey, man. I just said,
yeah.
I say hi to the guy, man.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you don't mind, because it's looking like Rosa Parks, where on the bus, we're gonna have to split you lot up. Do you know what I mean? So, because it's like two white guys on top. Like people might say, why the two white guys? You know what I mean? So we're trying to not get into that situation.
The allegations, man, because
Bro, I'm not even allowed to call you by your real name. Cass has told me I can't call you by what you refer to yourself as because he's like, nope, someone will pull it up in the comments.
Yep.
So apparently, I have to call you FaZe. Is that right now?
Yeah, for monetization purposes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, cool. All right.
I don't know what the other name is, but fair enough. Someone was.
So basically, half of his ethnicity, or potentially, I think he can explain himself, is
my granddad's Chinese, so that's where it comes from. Because my granddad was a Chinaman, so they called me.
Add the X at the end. That's what
But I was more thinking of the dead rapper that fucking.
Okay.
Like that's what. Whenever I think of it, I more think of that.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, I get the memo. Yeah, I get the memo.
I think one of our pods got demonetized because my name was in
for
it.
real?
So,
yeah. And I'm not being funny, especially being white.
We have to rebrand, bro.
We get rebrand. I think FaZe is a good name thow. Because one, you support Arsenal. 2, you love Arteta. FaZe, it suits you, my bro.
Someone in the comments called him Wild FaZe.
And the way you dealt with ZZ Mills, you done it in phases. 2 of them.
Sorry, what did someone in the comments call him once?
Someone called him Wild FaZe in the comments. I don't know why that's steady.
That's hilarious. I love the violence in the comments.
Allow it, Bob. Allow it. That's just rude.
Is the guy beneath me, pause, is he blind?
No, it's Merc.
Am I blind?
We're just looking into the distance. He didn't move for a bit of time.
I'm legally blind.
It's not that funny.
Nah, bro. Do you know why he's going now?
Looking into the distance on us.
He's looking into the distance.
Bro, the reason it's funny now is because we keep looking at. Bro, it's because we keep looking at the screen, and the more I look at the screen, and the more I see you, I think he looks blind. He's right, bro. Where are you looking? We're here. Hello.
I was waiting for something. Yeah. So cool.
Whatever you do, don't watch naughty stuff on it because we can see through your glasses.
Yeah. I got a top monitor. I got a bottom monitor. Right. Usually I have it on the bottom monitor, but I thought, do you know what? We're going to talk about Chelsea Newcastle. Yeah.
Why you got Pornhub in the top one?
So then I was going to say something.
You're still not looking at us. You're still not looking at us.
My camera's there, man. My camera's there. I was going to go closer to the fucking thing. If you can see in my thing, if you can see in my glasses.
He's still not looking at us. Look, he's close and he's still not looking at us.
What does it say? It says 3 points. I was going to say, yeah, my eyesight's fucked, but I had the 3 points in fucking mind. Oh, I got the 3 points in my fucking side.
Bro,
think
you're
it suits you,
still
you know.
not fucking looking at us.
It's
This
not-
You know,
whole
I'm saying
time.
like this the
No.
entire video, you know.
No,
I
It's
think
funny.
it's-
You know what's funny? It's
It
because
suits him, though. It
I can
suits
just
him.
see you go, Jenny. If you go, you gonna energy love.
This is deep, man. You can't do this to me, man.
What's
Nah.
going on?
You know what? I
Man
moved it
said-
back down. Look, you're back down on the bottom now. You're back down on the bottom. I can look
Man
at the
said,
camera now.
not even
That's
Stevie. They're giving you the white name Stephen Wonder.
Unchained my heart looking ass.
No, but like, it's the
Oh.
fact that you stopped mid conversation and was like, "Excuse me, is this guy blind? Like, why? What made you? What made you?
Bro,
what made
because
you
you
like
weren't
that?
making. Bro, it's because you weren't making. If you're having a conversation with someone and the fucker's looking in the other direction, it's like either you're blind
What am I
or
supposed to
you're
do? My
fucking
thing was
or
up
you're
on the top
ignorant. It's
there,
one
it
of
was
the
up there,
two.
and my camera's down here. So
No,
what am I
that
supposed
makes
to do
sense,
unless
no.
I put it all the way at the top?
I
about
thought
this?
FaZe
How
was
about
just
this?
being a concerned citizen.
Yeah.
No, I'll be real. Like, yeah, I'm going hell for that one. So just
Man
let's
said-
just continue. Okay.
No, do it. Say it. Say it. You can't do that. Share the joke. Share the joke.
The internet forever.
No, go on. Once.
I said, watch it.
I've already been clowned on already. You might as well just push it.
It's
further,
like
why
Monts
not?
video
No, I've
already
already-
fucking.
Bro, I already did the. You know, I feel horrible.
Monts is
Look at my
fine.
face. I feel horrible.
VD already
Alright.
has a voodoo doll with your face on it, bro. He fucking hates you, right? He hates
VD
you.
loves
You've scarred him.
I said age. Like I ain't got 3. Just
I
in case
mean-
one fucks up.
All right, we're gonna start another poll for you, Monster.
Got one at his birds.
So
So if he
the
stays
poll
at
is,
her house, he
Mons
still can
have
fucking
chat
stab it.
permission to share. So whatever you have to say.
Nah,
Right,
bro,
it's a
no, it was,
landslide
it
at the
was
moment.
just it's just a Stevie Wonder impression. Like I wasn't like.
Yeah, but you said there's another one. We want to know the next one.
No,
Don't
I'm not
click
gonna
it.
do it. Hey, man, don't make my path to that realm any faster in it. Let's just.
Don't
give me a-
worry, you got a first class ticket anyway, so it's no
Right.
different.
984 people watching. What are the likes on?
254.
Right, likes are on 250. There's 984
Oh,
watching.
my
Right,
days.
if we can get everyone now, check your
Look at
likes and get the likes up. If you can get the likes up to about 300 right now, yeah, this is going to take us probably into that 1,000 realm. So people, anyone that hasn't hit the like button, let's do a little test. Everyone go and hit the fucking like button right now and watch the numbers go up. FaZe, are you
Rick,
phased by today?
Rich, you need to put on a Tottenham shirt, by the way, so people know that you're a Spurs
Nah,
fan.
I'm not confident. If that's what you're asking me.
I'll get to
Just,
500.
innocent-
I'll show you
Saka's
why
back.
I'm wearing
Saka's
the
playing
glasses.
though.
Does
Saka-
that mean you're confident?
I will say. Oh, no, let me. Yeah, FaZe, you go first. No.
Nah, yeah, I'm not. Liverpool are a good team in my eyes. I have like respect for Liverpool. I have a soft spot, pause for Liverpool as well. My dad supports Liverpool as well, but I don't know. I'm just not that confident, man. They've been on good form after they beat Chelsea. I thought that was a test. Personally, I thought that's the first game where I'm going to put some weight on that they're going to win, and they've done quite well and won that game. So I was hoping that would be a bit shaky, and it's just a purple patch, and then they're going to have a rough patch. But so far they've been consistent, man, and they look good. So, and we're good when we have 11 on the pitch, but we have this thing where we keep going down to 10 men and stuff. So I can't really tell where
Were
we're
you
at.
good with 11 on the pitch against Bournemouth?
Good's mediocre, innit? We weren't
Okay,
above
cool,
average. You know what I mean? We're pretty decent, and it's weird. Like we can be gritty to a degree, and then just when we want to, because who did we play and they scored, and then we just said nope, we're not doing that, and kind of turned it on. Yeah, so we can kind of turn it on when we need to, and it seemed like we didn't turn it on yet in that Bournemouth game. But yeah, I think a Liverpool fan at the moment can have more confidence in his team than an Arsenal fan. And that's
Do you know what is? I think
Matt.
where it is at the moment is that I think Arsenal. When you said about being gritty, Arsenal sometimes we have to go through it ourselves. That sometimes you have to be able to stay in the game and just have confidence in your style of play. And no, do you know what? It don't matter. It don't matter if we get a goal in the 80th minute or whatever. And it's fine to do that when you're in a confident run of form, and it's easier to do that with 11 on the pitch. But when your confidence has gone a little bit, and also you're going down to 10 men, all of a sudden,
Right, you're taking FaZe to a whole new level.
all of a sudden,
You're gonna let that
That
go.
took a second to land, you know. What?
Yeah, it's a phase Ming Lee. Ming Lee. Fucking hell. Yeah. At
It's
least,
not nice being laughed at, is it?
yeah. At least getting cancelled was enjoyable. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Oh shit! Someone knocked on the door.
Man said wing tao pung tai.
Right, is that your order?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
How you feeling? How you
continue.
feeling ahead of the game, once?
He's confident.
What?
No, he said he wasn't early. I've got a back month on that one. He said he's
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, word. That's trying to do the liar man thing. No, I said never write. First of all, I said without Saka and Timber, I said you can never write these man off, bro. Like,
I think Arsenal got Timber back now.
yeah, here's my thing. Here's my thing. In terms to answer the question bluntly, like I'm not confident. I just think Liverpool win the game, innit? But that doesn't mean, oh yeah, we're smoking.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What's going on? What's going on today?
Bro,
What's
just
going
take
on,
the fucking take the glasses off.
No, I could have just not come on the stream, you know. Yeah, but I literally messaged Cass last night. I was saying, yeah, I'm getting streams, I'm getting glasses, yeah, specifically for this. Got 2 pairs as well. But no, you are violating it.
Bro, and anyhow,
Stop bitching.
anyhow, you take your glasses off and your eyes are a particular shape, then I'm done. Literally, I'm leaving the stream and
they're
I'm
really
ending it.
small.
Oh my god,
They're
man.
really
Fucking.
small as well.
Like my man said, fucking hell, man.
Listen, man.
Sorry, months.
No. Sorry, it's just it's because he keeps looking away from the screen. Since Fraser said that, now I'm like I can't I can't.
I've been looking at the thing. Do you know what? I'm looking at myself in particular to make sure that I'm looking somewhat straight.
Why are you so angry about it, bro?
Nah, man, that was just unnecessary.
And Paul V, before I answer the question, can you like look like all the way over there for me and just speak? Like just look away.
Just one time.
And then just once in it and then I'm done with it. Like
Me?
just look away. Like I'm talking look like that way or something.
This way or that way?
Yeah. Look that way.
Look.
Yeah. And then
say we'll be jamming.
What? No, listen, yeah. Chelsea and
thing.
Chelsea, Newcastle, we're gonna get the 3 points, innit? And
yeah. That's it for me. That's it for me. Listen, because I'm already going out.
Oh shit, man.
But yeah, in terms of confidence for the club, in terms of confidence for Liverpool and that, yeah, like I think we win the game, but you can't just write off Arsenal at their own gaff. You'd have to be stupid to do that. Like,
yeah.
If by the way, if Saka and Timber are fit and starting for the game, I'm not hearing injury crisis. That is what I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing injury crisis anymore, because then all of a sudden the list for Arsenal's injury crisis becomes Calafiori and Odegaard and Tomiyasu, and that's it.
But
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Saliba's missing, innit?
That's suspension though. It's suspension.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah. But in terms of that's why I said specifically injury crisis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing the injury crisis thing, because
we had this conversation the other day.
Because at that point it's like Alisson, Jota, and Elliot.
Bro,
like,
I'm here going. Rodri, De Bruyne, Doku.
Yeah, like you're going.
Grealish.
You know what I'm saying? So like, don't get me wrong. Odegaard's one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. Not the best. He's one of the best. Like he's in that top of the crop. He's in one of the top of the crop players. And Alisson, I think, is the best keeper in the world, or at a minimum, top 2, top 3. So we're both, in that sense, I look at it and go, we're both missing a top player in their position. You know what I'm saying?
Which makes you weaker, though, doesn't it?
It does make us weaker, but no one talks about it. And I don't really want anyone to talk about it right now, because I feel like we've got enough to beat Arsenal. I feel like we have enough to beat Arsenal today. I feel like even if both teams were fit in the form that we're in, I still think we can get the win. But I just would have been more satisfied with the draw if both teams were 100% fit. because Arsenal's record at the Emirates. I don't see Arsenal losing more than 4 games this season, 3-4 games in the league this season. So if you draw at the Emirates, oh my God, don't shoot me. Like, you know, don't shoot me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with Saka, it's going to be a very close game because you got one of your threats back. Saka and Havertz are the ones that are hooping for you, man. And Martinelli loves the game against Liverpool anyway. But on the other hand, as I said, Salah, you can't ignore what Salah's doing in big games. It can't be ignored what he's doing in big games. Your defense, they have a job. Like, and even if Salah doesn't have a good 30, 40 minutes, that's the worst. It's worse when it's like that. Because then he could just snap your fingers, bro, and he's got a brace. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
I think it's going to be a good midfield battle because I don't know. Like, again, if he goes with Szoboszlai, I think we're going to be a bit more defensive. If we go with Elliott, I think we might be a bit more on the offense. That's the way I think it might be because Elliott's. It's what do you opt for? Do you go for Szoboszlai's legs, or do you go for Curtis Jones' more elusiveness and the ability to dribble and be a lot better in tighter spaces? Which one do you go for? Even though we bought Sobo to be good in tight spaces. But anyway, let me not go in. I digress to that. But you know what I'm saying? So this is where I think both managers have a very big job on their hands in terms of team selection. Do you go with Timber at centre back? Do you move Ben White into centre back and move Timber right back? Do you know what I'm saying? What combination do you go with to kind of nullify Liverpool's right side? Do you target Trent as a defensive liability, or do you target Robert as a defensive type? Like which ones you kind of go for? I look at this and go, for me, I still think Liverpool 3-1 in it, but this is not no 3-0 up and consolation. We're talking 2-1 for most of the game or 1-1 for most of the game and 2 late goals, bro. That's the way I see this game. I don't see it. I know I've said 4 goals, but you could easily see this as a stalemate. I'm going on the basis that Saka and Timber, by the way. I'm going off that basis. But yeah, that's the way I'm seeing it.
Is there any concern, FaZe, is there any concern from you with Saka and Timber? Because, have they been in training this week?
Apparently they weren't in the pictures, but I'm not 100% sure.
And that's my only concern. Are you concerned as an Arsenal? Right. So if Saka hasn't been in training all week, that would you be a little would you want Saka coming cold? Don't care. We need Saka on the pitch, or would you be saying you would? Yeah.
I don't rate Sterling at all, man. I think he's pants. So.
And you don't rate Jesus on the right neither.
I don't think Sterling's been given much opportunity just as of yet in the Arsenal shirt.
Oh, you see now? There's a picture of him floating around where he just looks like he's ate a lot, man. He ate a lot of Sterling.
Don't worry, that's normal, isn't it? That's just. It looks like he's always had that way. He looks like he's got a tummy, like he's.
Yeah, he has.
Do you know what I mean? But it's not. That's not the case.
You've seen the best of Sterling, Daps. Yeah, I personally don't rate him at all. He's a good player, but I don't think he's special. What is his strengths?
System player.
Right, his strengths are for me. His and I'm going back at City. His strengths at City were it's his acceleration in short bursts, like with 1-2s and stuff like that. His ability to listen to the manager, his ability to find pockets of space, as far as that, one way that he scored a lot of goals at City were whether it be getting at the far post tap ins, or when if you're playing for a team with a lot of runners, and knowing if everyone's moving forward, just drop back 1 yard and you'll be unmarked. And he often did that. But the thing is, I feel the way VD said it's spot on. In a good system, Sterling can thrive, right? One-on-one, you never want Sterling one-on-one with a goalkeeper. This myth that Sterling with space to run into is good is the biggest myth in the world. Give Sterling any sort of time and he overthinks it. He's an overthinker, yeah? Okay. Sterling scored some bangers, but they're bangers where he hasn't got a second to think about it. It strikes the ball.
Just reaction.
And it's reactionary. But I do think he got a lot of goals for us, a lot of goals, but that was playing in a system that creates a lot of chances, and that we had a lot of runners. We had Aguero at the time. We had a lot of other people that teams were probably thinking they need to pick up on more than Raheem Sterling. So when the defenders are watching all the runners and they're watching your Agueros and whatever, it's very easy for Sterling to find a couple of seconds with a bit of space and get a tap in. And that could work at Arsenal. But right now, without Odegaard, I think Arsenal's system is not like the system of Manchester City when we had David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. Like, because you're David Silva. And I always say, when people used to compare Odegaard to De Bruyne, I'm like, nah. Odegaard to Arsenal is like David Silva was to City. That he's a controller. He's deciding like when the game's speeding up, when the game's slowing down. He's picking out all the passes. He's moving about. And without Odegaard, it's a system that I don't think Sterling would thrive in. Like you need Odegaard there for Sterling to work, I think. I still think, that Jesus on the right is an option. Now, if Saka is fit, he was 100%. Good at City on the right, man. And he's for me.
That's his best position, the right wing.
Yeah, I think so. And
definitely.
His press from the right is absolutely phenomenal. And that's something that I think there was a reason when Jesus was at City, right? Those periods where Jesus wasn't starting much, whenever we played Liverpool, Jesus started, because Jesus's press was so good. He'd usually come off in about the 65th minute, but for the first 65 minutes, when you need to be pressing a team because the game's not as open, Jesus is phenomenal at it. So I would be starting Jesus just for his work rate and the way he's pressing, because Arsenal need to not be playing defensive football. They need to start on the front foot. It's at the Emirates and get the crowd going. They need to be pressing Liverpool, trying to win that ball back high up the pitch and not letting Liverpool frustrate you. It needs to be the other way around.
I just don't think Jesus is that guy now, especially at your level, at Arsenal's level. I just don't think Jesus is what you need.
I think we're phasing him out slowly, and I think it's similar between it's similar between Sterling and Jesus now. Because watching them play, there's been a couple of occasions in games when they're just supposed to pass it and they don't, because they're playing. It's like they're playing for themselves. They're not really playing for the team at the moment because they're desperate to make a difference, and they're making mistakes on the pitch, man, and it's annoying me, man.
You know what? That happens though. I'm watching Savio for City yesterday. I like him, Bo, but you forget he's only 20 as well, And Pep's come out defending him, saying, I see a player that wants to be elite and that's joined City to take his game to a next level. And I believe, but watching him yesterday, it's getting to a point where, someone's chasing a goal. And so therefore they're like, it's very obvious, bro, you ain't got a chance to score here, but he's still shooting instead of passing. And I think that's what happened with probably where Jesus is. That's why I always say Jesus' last season at City. So he had his first 6 months where he joined us and scored a lot of goals in 6 months. But then after that, he was never prolific. His last season at City, when he was no longer seen as a striker and he was played on the wing, all of a sudden, he became a bit more clinical again. Because once you're not seen as a striker, the pressure is not on you to get goals. So you don't overthink it as much. I've been saying it for ages. Look, if Saka's fit, you start Saka. But I don't get why Jesus has not been given more game time on the right for Arsenal in the time he's been there. I don't get it.
He wanted to be a striker, man. And he's too much of an emotional player, man.
Yeah.
Because one of our games we scored, he didn't celebrate. He seems a bit pissed off at the moment. Like he's not really part of the group or shit like that, man.
Yeah, he is. I think he spoke on that once he joined you at how at City he got upset that I think in a Champions League game, Pep decided to play Zinchenko as a false nine instead of starting him up top. And
you don't seem like he takes accountability, like nothing's ever his fault. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if he didn't, because the same thing, you see, when he started for 6 months for you, when he started with us, he was amazing. And then we had the season with the World Cup, he went away and fucked up his leg. And he's never, ever been like that again. He's never been that good, ever. But I agree with you, though. He is the second best right winger, I think. Behind Saka.
I was going to say, but moving on to a little bit to Chelsea, whose lineup's about to come out in like 3 minutes, unless it's been leaked already. But like, you could literally go either above Arsenal today, or you could remain on the same points. United could also go on the same points as you. There's so much difference in how
What,
things
hold
could
on,
today
you could be on the same points as Chelsea.
Yeah, we're 3 points behind.
VD, what are you saying?
Like, and also we could also even point that you might even get Eddie Howe a potential sack. It's not been good.
Ooh.
So there's not so
This
many
is what I'm
ways you can
saying,
point.
man.
So many ways today.
To quote Monts, we must. Listen. We just lost last game. We can't lose again.
Generations.
It can't even be. Thinking, nah, man. You don't understand that, how much generation. Listen, I'm gonna get emotional in it, like talking about last week, because we needed that. But this
Is
game
that why you got the glasses
win.
on?
That it's probably a contributing factor. I can't lie, fam. I don't think
Holding
my eyes have
back the
recovered.
tears.
I don't think my things. My eyes have been red ever since I lost. I swear my eyes have been red, man. I've just been bawling my eyes out. They're just permanently damaged now. There must be the tear ducts or something. I don't know. Irritating my eyes. But we have to win today. We can't get a draw. The draw or loss is not acceptable. We're in good form at the minute. Obviously, we lost to probably the most informed team in the league, and I mean they're sat at the top of the table, winning, and there's a reason that they're sat at the top of the table. Newcastle haven't been good, and I kept saying, like, every single time Specs is on the streams as well, I keep saying I don't really rate Eddie Howe like that. I think he'll go soon, and it's the same thing.
What?
I think Eddie Howe, there's nothing more he can do to take.
Before we
take
signed
him further.
Tuchel, I would have loved Eddie Howe.
I think Eddie Howe.
but you support Spurs. So.
Do you know what it is? I think for me, and do you know what? Right, maybe not so
Standards.
much now, because I don't really get what. Maybe now isn't the right time, as far as that. The owners of Newcastle, they're not cooking the way I expected them to cook, right? But that could be because of FFP stuff and whatever. And once all that changes, maybe then they'll start cooking. But my view was that I saw it with the Abu Dhabi owners at us lot, and I'll compare it that these men have ambition, yeah? And once Mark Hughes hit his ceiling, it was like, yeah, you know what? You've done a great job. You've brought us up to a better level than we were at previously, but we're not improving at a quick enough pace. And I do think
Eddie Howe, man.
I do think, well, Eddie Howe, bro, I don't care. You know, we heard when they got into the Champions League, when they got to a final, when they finished fourth, we heard that they were ahead of the curve, right? Okay, no problem. You're ahead of the curve. They are now behind, like, they're now backtracking. Like, for me, Newcastle are no way getting top four this season. Not a fucking chance in hell. There's more chance of Tottenham getting top four, and that ain't happening neither. So, Newcastle ain't getting top four. They're not getting to a final. They'll probably at best get conference football at best. And
I don't think Newcastle will make top 7.
Bro, I don't rate them like that at the moment. And
top 7.
That's where I just think with Eddie Howe, it's kind of like, yeah, you're now going backwards a bit, like, and then at that point, but like I did say, there is the thing that if the owners aren't able to go and also match what the manager's doing, then maybe the owners will go, well, right now with where we are as a club, it's not like a new owner can come in, a new manager can come in, but well, Jose wants to come back to the Premier League, apparently, and I think I could see that happening.
The thing is, I don't see him taking them that much further though. Like Newcastle, they need a manager that's going to take them the step up. They've got a good squad, man. They got some good players in that team. But I don't know. The team news is out though.
I feel like Eddie Howe is that person for Newcastle. I think he is.
No. He isn't. He's taking them as far as they can go, and that's it. But
he ain't got
I'll read through the team news quickly.
But you got to think he's already
in goal.
the Champions League already.
Go on, I'm listening.
Yeah, Sanchez in goal. Reece James starts again, 2 in a row.
What, the shit leader?
Yeah, I don't know what all of that was about. I can understand.
No, you do know what that's about.
He's a quiet person, isn't it? But
yeah, bro. If the manager who sees, because we see what happens on the pitch, if the manager who sees what's happening in the dressing room and on the training pitch is saying we haven't got any leaders, then I'm going, you ain't got any leaders, bro.
Yeah, finally, Fofana's back, so Fofana and Colwell, they can continue their thing. Now, this is the interesting one, yeah. Gusto at left back again. When I thought he stank at left back last game, I don't know why Cucurella isn't starting. This is the most important part for me. Lavia and Caicedo in the middle. Enzo's dropped. He's gone to the B team now. It's Lavia and Caicedo.
Right,
Madueke, Palmer.
Argentinian Tommy Robinson's in prison. Mad.
Yeah, fucking Neto starts over Sancho and then Jackson at top.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's an interesting change. But Neto was good last game. Or I mean, he was good against Liverpool when he came on. He was the driving factor for everything. Lavia and Caicedo. If this is something that's going to start being built upon, wow, man, they are good together. Listen, we've only seen
he gets an injury.
I'm hoping he stays injury free, man. I'd even say arguably he's even more important than Reece James.
Cross everything, including your eyes.
Yeah, allow it, man. Everyday eye joke, man. Allow it. Listen, 500. Listen, 500 likes in the next 5 minutes. I'll take off my glasses, innit?
Do you know who I'm watching today in your game?
Say nothing.
You know who I'm watching in your game? Cole Palmer, bro. Cole Palmer, because he is now on that pedestal. You know I like Cole Palmer, by the way, but he's now on that pedestal. You, man, have put him on the pedestal. He's not allowed 2 stinkers in a row. It's not allowed, bro. Today, like Soups, my boy Soups has put him in his fantasy football team, like made some sacrifices to get him in because he's saying, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, he needs a good game. So I think it's going to come. Bro, if Cole Palmer doesn't have a good game, some serious questions need to be asked, bro, and answered by you.
I mean, we're still leading goals and assists in the Premier League. So listen, if it takes 2 games for him to go bad and then he comes back and scores another 4, I really don't mind. I dare Saka or Foden have 2 bad games, right? I guess it depends on if we're watching a game and say you didn't get a goal and an assist, where he's creating chances. I don't want to hear it because the game's not always about goals and assists. I do agree though. He needs to turn up. I think every single player in every single game has to turn up anyway, and you can't keep going a certain amount of time without dropping a thing. It would be interesting to see. Say, for example, if you went 5 games with having bad games, if you get dropped, because I mean, it seems like Sancho literally he wasn't even bad. I don't think he was terrible last game, but he wasn't like the Sancho that we've seen this season. And I mean, he got dropped for Neto. So
yeah, I don't think Neto's done that much since he's joined you so far as well.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing with Lavia and James. We want to kind of manage the minutes because he's injury prone. Like we did sign an injury prone player. When he came on versus Liverpool, he changed the game for us. Obviously, it didn't do much, but it's about keeping these players fit. I'm hoping Lavia stays fit, man, because I think he's our best DM. Like I don't even class Caicedo as a DM like that. I see him kind of like a mix between an 8 and a 6. Like he's like
who's your best winger this season?
Who's been our best winger? Probably Madueke in terms of impact.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And you lot, a new Toy FC, that all of a sudden it's Sancho or it's Sancho, it's Neto.
I think they're better players. I think they're better players than Madueke. But Madueke, he obviously had that game against Wolves where he balled out. And there's times where Madueke, like he is a bit selfish, but sometimes the selfishness can work in our favor because he will take the man on, and he's a tricky player to deal with. But I mean. Yeah, he's had more time to gel with his team. Him and Cole Palmer have got a good link up as well, so it makes the most sense. But I was gonna say if Lavia can stay fit, I think that's when it's like we can start building something like proper here because Lavia is different.
How proper?
Listen, proper. If
proper. No. There's no definition there, bro. Come on, define proper.
I think we will go on a very good run because it's funny that I say this, right? Because the 2 games Lavia started were against City and Liverpool, and obviously we lost both. But for me, he was the star of the show in both. Like he was the star. The first half against Liverpool, everything was going through him. He's got tricky feet. He reminds me of like I think he's like a Busquets regen, in terms of how he plays. They got like a similar style. Obviously not at the same level, but they've got the same style of play.
You must know with YouTube, you can't make those comments.
Nah, but listen, it only sounds bad if you take it the wrong way because I'm saying it a certain way. I'm saying they play the same way, where it's like they're press resistant. Through the first man, they can spin a man, they can play these nice intricate passes. They're not like unreal defensively, but they're good defensively. You know what I mean? They'll win the ball back, they'll snip it, they'll move the ball on. They kind of remind me of the same person. Obviously, I think Busquets was like a bit slower though. Like,
you're literally comparing him to Busquets.
But anyways, I'm not saying he's of the level. See, this is your issue.
Well,
I'm gonna-
listen. The comments. I guarantee you, the comments are moving similar to me.
way
Apart
you
from
play
listen, but that's
Well, I
your
heard
fault. That's not
Busquets
my
and
fault.
I heard
It's your fault.
Busquets and I heard Lavia in the same conversation.
They
he
play the
said
same way. I'm
regen.
not saying he's the same
Regen.
level.
Yeah, regen,
Yeah, he said
regen.
that
Yeah,
was
just to
I'm
make it
not
even worse.
saying they're at the same level.
You could have said
they
his style of play is similar to Busquets,
Yeah.
but the way you
it's
worded
regen.
it,
This is his
it
regen. I'm
invites
not
the
saying he's
daggers.
Busquets now. I'm saying like this is like the birth of.
I think you're.
If I said Havertz was a Bergkamp,
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
how.
like
You won't
I
be able
can
to see
hear
it no
though,
more.
But he ain't
You
getting
won't-
the level of it.
You won't be able to witness it no more. You're blind.
I'm not blind.
Literally.
I can see.
Yeah, that's what.
What's
blind people
Tottenham's
say.
lineup saying as well? Quick.
I want to give a big shout out. We got 17-year-old Mikey Moore starting his first game today.
Oh, he's brilliant, man. That game, everyone was saying.
By the way, man,
really?
like Double M. That's what they call him, Double M. Still, he's a serious baller. Like he is.
Yeah,
People talk about Wanyeri. People talk about some of the other 17-year-olds. They're really good, but like Double M's, he's right up there with them.
Where does
Look,
he
like,
play?
that sounds like a proper
Left wing.
Toppenham name as well, Mickey Moore.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
well,
no,
I mean,
I call him Double M, but the man them call him Double M in it. That's
He's
all.
not-
Isn't there a double S?
Is he
for Tottenham
English
as well?
or is he Irish?
No, he's English.
Oh, he's English.
Mickey
Yeah,
Moore.
yeah, yeah.
That sounds so Spurs. I'm not.
No,
Mikey.
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 Mikey Moore.
Moore.
Mikey Moore. Mickey
No,
Moore.
that sounds. That don't even sound
Well,
English.
that's as
Yeah, no, I got
Spursy.
Mikey Moore.
That's as Spursy as the
Mikey
name
Moore.
Harry. Harry is
Did you not
so
see his
Spursy
performance
as
on
well.
I need because for me, like, there's so many Tottenham players that kind of come and go, and obviously Marcus Edwards being one of the best to ever come out. I think he's one of the best Tottenham players to come out of the academy. Obviously, that might
Only
sound
one
like
I feel as well.
underwhelming to some, but he is an unbelievable footballer in it. So again, for me, double.
Madison
M.
even made a little comment last week after the Europa game saying that we thought we had Neymar on the left wing.
People literally. I saw Chelsea fans on the timeline saying like he had like reminiscence or he had like little bits where of the game where he was dribbling, he was running past someone. It just looked like you were watching Hazard. If you blurred your eyes,
Nice.
yeah. If you blurred your eyes, it was like wow, that's a.
So, yeah,
obviously,
I'm
it's one
excited.
game.
I'll be honest. Listen, you saying that with glasses on and staring into the distance makes that 10 times.
I'm
funny.
not staring into the. I'm not looking
It
up,
makes
man.
it
Stop
very
running.
Why-
times
why-
funny.
While we're on the topic here, what? Because you've got your monitors one on top of each other, innit?
Yeah, that's a wild way to have him as
How
well.
come you did? How come you did that instead of left and right?
Do you know what?
I'm just
So we
curious.
moved into this place. I'm not gonna flip my camera in it because my desk is a mess. I'll be honest. But like,
Mm.
so we moved into a thing, and the closet was built into the wall. And I didn't want to
Whoa.
fucking. I don't want a forced-in closet because I got to do everything myself. I'm different. Yeah, you can't tell me what to do, so I just do
Well,
it
we know
myself.
you're different.
So we ripped
You're
the
definitely
doors
different.
off.
Yeah, blue bust.
Ripped the doors off. We plastered it. We painted it all black. Shoved the desk in the middle, and then I put the two monitors by the side. There weren't enough space, so I was like, fuck it,
Okay.
one on top of the other. Plus, I've got my chair now in it, so when I'm just sitting back and doing whatever, just lay back like this, look up. I'm naturally looking up in it.
Whoa. We did too much info, bro.
No, listen,
Too
I'm
much info
naturally
for
looking
my
up
man.
in it, and it's just there, in it. So it's like it's all right. So
Yeah.
If it
yeah.
works,
No
it works.
context.
What's this? Addison stays till 2027. Mamadashvili comes in, becomes number 2 next season, and Kelleher leaves next season for
Yeah.
45 mil. His stocks are rising. That's
45
great.
5 million for
Great.
Kelleher would be.
I'm not
incredible.
joking. I'm not being funny. How much did I'm sorry to put this on the perspective because I can't remember. Kepa went for 72 million at one point. Ramsdale, Arsenal bought him for how much as well?
35.
30.
Yeah, 30, 35, something like that. Like and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think right now, if you consider in the last few years or so, keepers are not that great. So
But
I
it
think
all depends on it. Simple,
Yeah.
like with
But
the
the thing is,
amount
who's
you
going to
get
pay
from.
that though? No
Yeah,
one's going to pay that.
No,
there's a
that's
certain club
the
in
key.
London that need a keeper. They
Nah,
don't
we
have
won't
Christian
pay that for
Eriksen.
Kelleher, and there's no shot, especially what we just
Imagine.
spent for Jorgensen as
How
well.
much? Wait. How much you spent for Sanchez?
Like 15 million.
20 million was it?
It was
25
saying like 15.
Was it
like
was it
15, 20.
something like 25 million? Was it?
No, it was like
I think it was.
15, 20.
Yeah, I think it was about that. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, you can't put a price.
So
on
we're
quality,
gonna pay
25
double for
million,
Kelleher.
Bro, it's as
Because
simple
he's
as
better.
this.
He's
It all
better.
depends at the end of the season what other keepers are available and how much a team needs them is how much they're going to pay. I think 45 Keller does sound a lot to me, but if he keeps playing for Liverpool and like
20 plus
Hey, do you
5.
know what? Yeah, actually, Rogue shout Aston Villa if Emi Martinez start. If
yeah,
he
that's a
leaves.
shout. That's a good.
By the
good
way,
shout.
I don't think you pay 45. I think Keller goes for about. I think they quoted him before around 30, 35. So I'm pretty sure. So
How much
reckon
did they
that'd
buy
be the price.
Mamadashvili for?
Remember, that's really about 27, I think.
I'll
I
tell
think
you
they go
what,
for 20.
that's a good
He's
price.
a serious goalie.
Yeah.
Serious
He's
goalie.
a good shot stopper. He's a good shot stopper. I don't know about ball playing. That's a bit.
By the way, look, you can go subscribe to Big Six Bants, who's going to have an absolute meltdown later, on absolute. Well, it's going to be a showdown for sure. It's going to be on our channel as well later. We're doing an instant match reaction as soon as the Liverpool game finishes. We've got FaZe's channel. Just type in his name at the top right there that we won't say. And if you write that, I'm pretty sure his channel will come up one of one as well. We're going to go and do the watch along, the double watch along for Chelsea and Man United. It's in the pinned. No excuses, you lot. It's just a click. Yeah, there's loads of you in this chat. It's just a click. Yeah, just click on it.
Oh, just a
it's
quick
better
one.
Interaction for us.
Shout out to Manchester United.
Oh, here we go.
Who, as an institution, second biggest club in the world, yeah. Instead of
here we go.
Instead of paying for their two players to that apparently need to get to the Ballon d'Or, only two players have been invited. Instead of them paying for them to get there, they hollered their rivals Manchester City and said, "Have you got any room on your private jet for our two players?" And City said, "We're good, cheers. They can walk." But yeah, hold tight, big Man United. Yeah.
Well,
That's
allegedly, yeah. Allegedly.
That's embarrassing.
Allegedly. Are we done?
That's
I don't know.
embarrassing.
No, also, I want to quick say, yeah, listen, you've not been laughing, yeah, but I want my praises as well, man. A blind man just come on the stream, yeah, put in a performance or whatever. I want some praise from everyone else now. No, listen. That's going to be a good TikTok clip, you know. That whole thing. That's going to be a good TikTok clip. I'll be surprised if that one doesn't bang a bit. So
you have to tell me that.
There's a Kim Kardashian video online that trended, yeah, and there was no good performance in that neither. So
listen.
Like that's impressive from the front, boy.
You got industry on that one.
Yeah. Anyways, make sure you smash the likes on the way out. Who is anyone live that we could? That
Lewis is usually live around this time, isn't
he? Bridge.
Yeah,
should we bless Lewis?
Yeah, bless Lewis.
Ahmed. Or
Bro,
Saeed.
the chat's probably full of Chelsea, so let's bless Lewis.
But we want you to bless us as well. Like, come on to click the link. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? Lewis can get one. Go, I mean, there you go, man. Big up to Lewis as well. And then we're gonna just end it there. Probably no out.